Hello everyone, it's your favorite FGC Ryu VTuber here. So I had one question asked in the comments before, and I do this stuff because I teach. It's in the title of the video, how to do charge moves. Now, first thing I do recommend is, say go into training menu, you go and make sure you set, there's a reason why I want to set, just set it where you can see, oh, frame meter, command display, action display, like this stuff, right? Set up like whatever all you want this stuff on, right? And boom, back out. You get all these bars on the right. The main important one is to see the timer there. That's the one that matters the most, right? So you want to learn how to do these without messing up, right? Because you're getting the timing wrong. First, let's establish there's going to be 3 methods of doing a charge move that I'm going to teach you guys that'll help you for beginners. But the main way a charge move works, some of you might be questioning, by the way, I'm using a D-pad to help. I'm an analog player, but I use also D-pad to show you. The way a charge move works is that you hold back, you hold a charge, hence charge, so you don't tap back and forward. No, you have to hold back, then press forward and a punch or kick. It also works for the down motion, right? But anyways, now you're like, okay, there's, because some people have the question, okay, how does it work? That's how it works. And then someone, okay, then what's the timing exactly? Now the first thing is the way, well, my bad, not even the timing. You have to press back. You have to hold it, right? You see how he's walking forward, then a button. Not, and this is a common mistake you guys happen. Even some of you like, oh, I really hold it, but I'll still get like, you know, punch, you know, or I'll, well, the jumping is because I very clearly you're jumping. You have to hold back, and then you could press forward. Even if you could walk a little bit, watch, right? I walked for a little bit. You see right there, the timing tells you 6.5. That means for 11 frames, that went 11/60th of a second, I was holding forward, I can still press a button. So when you're pressing forward from a charge, make sure you press forward like this. So when you're holding back, it should be like, you guys might be able to hear it. You know, hold back. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You want in the pattern of not at the same time. 1, 2. You want to do. See, look at my hands. Okay, I'm doing slowing it down. You want to see, even in my inputs. See, you see a forward before you see the punch. That way you know you'll get it, because it doesn't have to be immediate. You have a pretty decent window. So if some of you are messing up, like you're getting the charge down, but you're not getting the forward input correct, press forward then. Don't try to press it at the same time. You might press the button too early. But now let's get to the main 3 methods of how to know that you're having the charge, right? Because some of you are like, oh, it takes too long, or I'm walking back. First method is just count 3. Count to 3. You're like 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. Even if you press 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And there you go, right? So even if you're fast, the 1, 2, 3 method should work, depending on how it is. So maybe if you're really slow, 1, 2. If you're a slow counter, 1, 2. If you're fast counter, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And you're good. By the way, you cannot throw another sonic boom if there's one already in the area. So watch, I'll show you an example. I'm gonna throw slow. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, well, I happen to get that timing perfectly correct. But normally, so some of you are like, oh, why can't I throw another one, right? See, you're gonna get a jab because the sonic boom is still in the screen. So know that that's a thing when you're doing these. And second method is what I call the walk method. You'll see Guile is walking. When you see him, all right, so let's see standing. When you start to see him take 1, 2, like 2 steps, that's when you have a charge. That one's a bit harder, but I like because of the visual feedback. 1, 2, right? 1, 2 steps. I mean, it's tight. It's tight. You want to remember. Even there, you saw me a little bit late. It's hard, but you want to see the full 2 steps. Not as soon as possible. When you confirm he's taking 2 steps back, you know him. There you go. See, he's about to take the 3rd step. That's when you know you're good. Now, the next one, I mean, that one's fairly self-explanatory. A bit harder, but if you're a visual person and can't count, I'd say do that method. And third method is what I like to call the jab method. Now, in case you don't know, you can also do charge moves by holding down back. That means you're holding 2 charges. So again, the count method would work. The walk method doesn't work as well, right? So 1, 2, 3. And same when you're doing the up charge, 1, 2, 3. Right? So that one you genuinely have to count. Yeah, the best way for idle stance is like, see him, you see how he moves his arms 1, 2 times. So when he moves his arms 2 times, then you're gonna see with no charge. So when you see him move sway 2 times, same as the step rule. See how it's moving? Then you're good, right? But anyways, back to what I was getting on habit. The next one is what I call the jab method. Say you actually pull one off, right? Get a jab off. Usually when you recover from the jab, you can throw another one. Even if you're a bit soon. This one might be the best one for some of you guys. But the problem with this technique, it makes it very choreographed that you're gonna throw a boom. See, I'm even doing it fast. Like, see, you can do it too fast. Right. See, and you can do it a bit too soon. So you want to do the jab and then boom. You saw how I went. You don't want to do that. You want to jab and then boom. So even if you do it fast, see, right? Don't do that. And you'll get it, right? You want to do jab, wait for the jab to come to you, then do the boom. This will also help you with learning how to do links, by the way. And same when you're down. When you have the jab, you know you have jarred. Like, see? Oh, jab. Boom. My bad. See, I'm making the mistake myself. See? Oh, jab, I got it down. And there you go. Those are the 3 ways to do charge moves in this game. Like I said, when you do this one, just be careful. That makes you choreograph. My best advice is if you want to bait someone, do jab, slow, go back, and then hit him with a somersault when they try to jump in on you. So you could also do this to mess with people. Say, oh, you do a jab, then they jump, then you actually throw the real boom. Or you can still mix it up. Make sure if you are doing the jab method that you mix up your booms, because they know it's coming. Just never keep throwing the same booms. By the way, this is for classic. I don't know exactly the rules for dynamic, but maybe the same rules apply as far as charge. But hopefully you guys should find this guide useful for charge moves. I personally started out not really knowing charge moves, and I sucked. I was very confused myself. But yeah, I came from someone who's not very good at charge moves. Apparently they were built to be easier than Hadoukens, but people struggle with them more than fucking with charge moves than Hadouken, so that's a funny thing. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this guide. Feel free to join the club FGC Dojo, capital FGC, lowercase dojo, at Street Fighter 6's clubs. And you can join us for beginner events. We'll be hosting a beginners tournament at the end of this week. Extreme battles and avatar battles Friday through Sunday. And we're probably going to do this at least once a month. And if you guys want live advice, feel free to join me live on Twitch and YouTube. And of course, feel free to ask any comments that you'd like in the comments below, obviously, this video, for anything, any guides or whatever you'd like for me to help you on, and I can make a video on it. And you can also ask live, and I can make a video of it at that moment there and then. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoy this, and I'll catch you on the next video.